This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got an immigration problem, please get in touch with me. Today I'm going to be talking about, for a change, some good news for the victims of human trafficking and slavery. The Home Office have announced updates to the immigration rules, and these are positive updates for a change. These rules relate to victims of human trafficking and slavery, some of the poorest people in UK society in my view. This is a very sensitive area. Currently those that have been found to have been the victim of modern day slavery are entitled to only 12 months leave to remain in the United Kingdom. The Home Office, despite Suella or Cruella Braverman's rhetoric, seem to have pressed on humanely with updates in this area of law. So what are these particular changes? Well, they're going to mean that the government are going to adopt a more, and this sounds very strange, humane approach, given the notice, given the noise rather, coming from Cruella, and these changes will come into force on the 30th of January 2023. So what are they? These are a relaxing of rules for people who are making extension applications in respect of being modern day slaves, and has created another appendix for lawyers to get hold of. This is because those that fell within the appendix are not required to make an initial application for temporary leave to remain. This is already catered for by the National Referral Mechanism, which grants 12 months leave to remain to migrants. The rule here deals with what happens at the end of the 12 months. Well, the new rule is going to be the people who have been recognised as victims of modern slavery will automatically be considered under the new rules, which, if successful, will lead to a grant of 30 months leave to remain after the initial 12, which is great news, but sadly it's not a route to settlement. However, turning back to the criteria that actually apply, the criteria to met are that the person be in the United Kingdom, that they've had a positive conclusion on their trafficking claim, a grant of leave would assist them in their recovery from physical or psychological harm. This criteria will not be met if the Home Office thinks that the person's needs can be met in their home country. A grant will allow them to seek compensation if this could not be done from outside the United Kingdom. And a grant would allow them to cooperate with an investigation or criminal proceedings relating to their trafficking or exploitation, something the government bangs on about. Those, however, who are deemed to be a threat to the United Kingdom will be excluded from applying, which is not perhaps surprising. If an application is refused, there is the opportunity to apply for a reconsideration. However, if that's rejected, unfortunately there won't be a right of appeal and you'll need to go for judicial review. There is some further good news, which is that dependent children can be added to the application. So if you've had children or children are there, they can be added as well. So that's also good news. Although it may seem that this news does not offer much, it is an important forward step in this area. A grant of only 12 months leave to remain for a victim of slavery or modern day trafficking has always felt to me personally a bit too short. Well, you've got 12 months to recover and then you can go back to the country from where you were trafficked. It's always a bit distasteful, or has left a bad taste in my mouth. So it's good to see that from January next year that the government are going to essentially be allowing people some 42 months to get over the horrific prospects or the horrific treatment that they've received and the prospects of being chucked back out into the country after 12 months. If you have been a victim of modern day slavery or trafficking, then do get in touch with a reputable lawyer. You may well qualify for legal aid in this regard, which is obviously a fantastic thing. And if you want to get in touch with me, then I'm always here to help. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much for watching. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.